Morning Botai, Gmar Khatimat Tova, and Tizkul Shanim Rabot. Rabbeinu Chaim Vital writes that the days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur correspond to the days of the week, meaning there's always a full week, the full days of the week between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Therefore, every day every weekday during Aseret Emet Teshuvah can be mechaper for that day of the week of the previous year. For instance, today is Monday. If a person works on himself and is chozer b'teshuvah today and does what he needs to do, he can atone for all of the messed up Mondays of the previous year, Tuesday, Wednesday, v'chen al zeh haderech. So it's important to take that into consideration. The Gemara in Masechet Rosh Hashanah Daf Yudchet writes on the pasuk, Dirshu Adonai b'yimatzeo kra'o be'eto karov, call out to Hashem when He is near. That's a reference to Aseret Emet Teshuvah. The closest, most intimate time that Am Yisrael have with HaKadosh Baruch Hu is during these days. And therefore, everything that we do and the prayers that we say have to reflect that as well. If you look in the tefillot, there's many changes and additions for Aseret Emet Teshuvah. A person has to pray from a sidur and b'chavana in order not to mess up. There are additions that are not me'akev as much. For instance, Zochrenu l'chaim, michamocha, Uchtov l'chaim tovim, uvsefer chaim b'rach v'shalom. If you miss those, it's not me'akev et tefillah. But there's two changes in the brachot of Baruch Atah Hashem Ha'el HaKadosh. We make it HaMelech HaKadosh. Baruch Atah Hashem Melech Ohev Tzedakah Mishpat. We make it HaMelech HaMishpat. Those create more issues if not corrected. The halacha is, let's start with HaMelech HaKadosh. If a person said Ha'el HaKadosh instead of HaMelech HaKadosh, he has about 2 seconds to correct himself. If he did not, or even if it's not 2 seconds yet, but he started the next bracha, he said Ata, the halacha is he has to go back to the beginning of the Amidah, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu v'Gavotenu. He messed up the first 3 brachot, he's got to go back to the beginning. That's the halacha by HaMelech HaKadosh. But by HaMelech HaMishpat, it's a little bit different. If a person said instead of HaMelech HaMishpat, he said HaMelech HaMishpat, instead of HaMelech HaMishpat, he said Melech Ohev Tzedakah Mishpat, as he would all year long, the halacha is that he would not, he also has 2 seconds to correct himself to say HaMelech HaMishpat, but even if he did not, he would not go back to the beginning of the Amidah, he would just go back to the beginning of Birkat, Hashiva Shofetenu Kevarishona, and correct it. Anywhere from there until the end of the Amidah, you would just go back to Birkat Hashiva Shofetenu, but you have to correct it. Not like the Ramah, and not like the Ben Ish Chai, that holds like the Ramah, Ledat Maran Shulchan Aruch, and a vast majority of the poskim, the halacha is that you must correct HaMelech HaMishpat if you said Melech Ohev Tzedakah Mishpat, and if not, you're not Yotzei the Chovah of the Tefillah. The difference is, Rabbeinu Manoach writes that the difference between Melech Ohev Tzedakah Mishpat that we say throughout the year is a praise to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashem loves when we act with justice. However, during Aseret Emet Teshuvah, when we say HaMelech HaMishpat, we're not talking about us acting with justice. HaMelech HaMishpat is a direct reference to HaKadosh Baruch Hu sitting on the throne of justice. That's a totally different idea than what we say during the year, and therefore it's not the same idea. A person would not be Yotzeh. The halacha is, if a person finished the Amidah, he got to the second Yul Ratzon without having corrected his HaMelech HaMishpat, you would need to go back to the beginning of the Amidah and repeat the entire Amidah again, L'da'at Maran Shulchan Aruch. However, since it is machloket, he should do so bitnai nidava. Think in his mind, if I'm chayav, this tefillah that I'm repeating is an obligatory prayer. And if I'm not chayav, it should be a tefillat nidava, just a voluntary prayer. And in that way, a person is yotzeh yedei kol hadeot, but he will have to pray again. Just have easy fast to everybody. Just a word about the schedule for this evening. There's another slichot right now at 7:30, followed by shacharit. There's another slichot this evening at 5:30, and then mincha, followed by arvit, is at 6:30 this evening. The fast ends this evening for Sfaradim in New York at approximately 7:22. Have a wonderful day and Tzom Kal.